That was glorious. You didn't just bring us, Bobby. You gift-wrapped him. Now we get to see just how ineffective Anarchy is without the only guy interested in actually steering the ship. Forget Zarya. Bobby's a much better trophy. That you do. Dom brings mess. You bring masterpieces. You've outpaced Dom so fast, I'm starting to forget why we even let him tag along. Speaking of, why don't you go for some fun? With Bobby out the picture, maybe it's time to mark up his precious mural. Then don't hold back. Let the whole island know who runs it now.
This Order of Anarchy stuff is gonna take some getting used to. I mean, where I come from, it's considered rude to be tagging up someone's hard work like that. Fair enough. I expect you'll receive a swift kick to the old hindquarters for these shenanigans. Wait a second. This is part of the whole plan, isn't it? Bobby gets himself captured, you deface his art. He's operating on levels I don't even understand. Good point. Better keep the old trap shut before someone hears what we're saying. Hey, Mr. Mysterio Jr. Almost didn't see you there, Dom.
Ha ha! Explain it to Drew. And that he's working with Bobby. The whole captured act, total performance.
Let me guess what you're going to say. Dom doesn't know what he heard. Everything was taken out of context. You're still undercover and still playing the game. The thing is, you're a good liar. Makes it impossible to tell if you're speaking the truth. Dom, on the other hand, terrible liar. So I know he at least believes what he's telling me. You like games? Maybe you just like playing me. Maybe you're still with us. Maybe this is all part of some bigger move that ends with Malice getting what we want. But more and more, it's starting to feel like we've been played. By you. I'm not standing around hoping for the truth anymore. I want it ripped out, piece by piece, in the ring. So you and me, tables, ladders, and chairs, with your friend, or your sacrifice, hanging above us. I'm done wondering whose side you're on. I'm gonna beat the answer out you myself.
The air is thick with mistrust in this Order of Malice arena as Drew McIntyre searches for answers tonight.
Yeah, McIntyre isn't just the leader of Malice, he is Malice. And when he starts doubting your loyalty, things are definitely going to get painful.
As crazy as it sounds, Bobby knew he might be the safest guy in the arena. With the look in Drew's eyes, I'm jealous he gets to watch this one suspended and secure above the ring. Some agility gets her out of dodge.
DDT! Wow. Boom, right in the button. Bang! He finds a counter. Trading counters and reversals back and forth.
Well, I guess all rules are out the window now. Just speaks to the animosity at play here, I guess. Willing to fight like an animal. My favorite kind of thrashing, Cole. And any one of those shots could take you out for good.
Ooh, grating across the face.
Oh, and a handful of hair, that's disrespectful. Oh, and a mat slam, too.
So many implements of destruction surround the ring in a TLC match. I have to imagine it must feel like the odds are against you when you're in a match like this.
Well, danger's certainly lurking, Cole, but you have to lean into the danger for a TLC match. Big wins only come with big gambles.
Damien's DDT!
McIntyre is getting dismantled.
Rarely do we see Drew get disassembled like this.
Get this back into the ring now.
Oh, agile movement. That maneuver goes to show you how much speed kills.
Look at this. She's going for her destiny, guys.
But she better hurry. She doesn't have much time.
These two have learned each other so well. Power slam incoming, no.
Instead delivers the inverted DDT.
Calculating the next move here.
Just tops their opponent.
I don't think people realize the amount of strength it takes to hurl someone like that.
Had the foresight to get out of that one.
Oh, and he gets discarded out of the ring.
Heading up the ladder.
Drew McIntyre is going to knock that ladder over.
Hey, the cage is moving. We know what's going on here. Newton bomb.
McIntyre doesn't know it hit him, and they're already heading for the hills.
Here comes Seth and Becky.
I don't think their newest recruit is Malice Strong.
Do they see Rusev?
Here he comes.
Swing and a miss. Rusev took down the leaders of his own order.
And he gave Bobby Newton a chance to escape.
Now that was an exit. Steel flying, bodies dropping, half a Malice coming at us. Oh, how the hell are we the ones still on our feet? Yeah, that's the only thing they can't beat out of us. Worth it, though. I can't say I'm gonna miss that cage, but it was a good thing you got me locked up in there. People talk when they think you're stuck, like you can't do anything with what you hear. So I just listened, asked some questions, dropped a few answers of my own. The thing about people who want power but lack principles, they're always looking for a better option. Doesn't take more than a couple whispers to make that whole thing wobble. Nah, I just nudge the table. They're the ones building things that can't stay standing. Malice should be too busy with their own business to give us much trouble for a while. I bet they'll even let you keep fighting in their tower if you want. Turning you away will show everyone how nervous you made them. Keep them on edge. I know you've got more moves to make. Now, I think it's about time I got back to the Mural. I had some ideas while I was chilling in that cage. Oh, hell no! You're telling me you to face my Mural? You better hope I can find a way to fold that mess into the message. I gotta get to work.
Our doorstep darkened, just as you predicted, sister. And somehow you show your face here without shame. Too little, too late. We opened our cards to you, and you betrayed us in return. You named us guilty in the IWC, and left every order vulnerable to malice. We usually like spiders, just not the ones who trap us in their webs. Still, you have been putting pressure on Malice since you decided to forsake us in the IWC. You and Bobby leaving Seth, Becky, and Rusev flopping around like 3 fish on the deck of a boat almost made me smile. Which is very uncomfortable for my sister. Meanwhile, Malice is still howling about what you and Marshall Thompson pulled on Becky in Odette's tournament. If it is truly your wish for us to join you in fighting Malice, then your reputation is in need of repair. And the only place for that is in the Tower of Shadows. Visit the tower and improve your reputation. Then my sister and I will talk with Rhea. Perhaps your future will run through the shadows with us after all.
So, like, the Hex Sisters. They told me I gotta do this Tower of Shadows thing. Ooh, spooky. What's their deal anyway? Dark magic? Curses? Evil stuff? Do they have snacks? Whatever. Well, here we go. Lollipops and chainsaws. Let's party!
It's over. All in a night's work. For that than just cheap, a cheap shot. Exclamation point. Kick to the gun. What that was? There was simply no way to avoid that. An emphatic lots of hand speed. So impressive. She's gaining the upper hand here. Yeah, she's and you can put this singles match in the books. Match underway, and Liv Morgan is as ready as ever.
I'll give her credit. Liv's always shown she's got heart. She's got the guts, and she's certainly shown she's got the ruthlessness to be one of the top competitors, not just in her division, but the whole WWE.
And that smile of hers always seems to be hiding something diabolical. You can see from the look in her eyes tonight that Liv won't settle for anything less than a win here.
Yeah, but she's got to face off against one of the most destructive competitors we've ever seen in the women's division.
On an absolute warpath since she came to WWE. She is unlike anything we've seen before.
It pulls off the reversal. Quick thinking that time.
Dodges away.
Headed to the outside.
But for what reason? She's amped and ready to show she's not one to be messed with. Looks like she wants to take things to the floor here.
I'm pretty sure that was a bite. Unbelievable. What kind of person does something like that to another human being? Getting ugly in there. Out of control.
Practically never-ending blows coming at full force here.
Oh, putting focus on the arm here. Oh, God, that hurt. And now Liv is under immense pressure.
This is where Morgan will be tested.
And Liv's usual persistence only got squished there.
Yeah, but she's not showing any signs of giving up.
Putting an end to the onslaught she was facing.
That's possibly the trigger for Morgan to battle her way back into this.
What do you think Liv's biggest weakness is going into this match?
Liv's a superstar who feeds off her confidence, but it can veer into overconfidence. Overwhelm her, shake her foundations, and the path to victory will be a lot simpler. Ooh, stiff punch. Setting Liv up.
Neck breaker.
Did I seriously just see a bite? Come on!
And this onslaught is just draining her energy.
You can see that Liv is clearly overwhelmed at this point. Her foundation has been shaken.
Just going all out with every blow. The Three Amigos! They used every muscle to deliver those suplexes. Reversal from Morgan. Face buster.
Looks like she's been cut open after that. You hate to see this. Hot shot. It's an all the way to the outside.
times call for desperate measures. You gotta do what you gotta do.
Liv got out of the way.
Shoulder to the gut. Sunset flip.
That's it. That was a powerbomb with one message in mind. Absolute destruction.
About to be the proverbial one-legged man in the you-know-what kicking contest.
Attacking the arm.
Great way to break down your opponent. Talk about dismantling your opponent.
All the momentum's against Morgan now.
Yeah, Morgan is having trouble fighting back. Ooh, right on the jaw. She's ready to go all out, and she's letting her opponent know it.
She was ready with the counter. And that could be a first step towards Liv gaining control.
That could be the spark Liv was looking for.
Looking to take the legs out.
If she's not careful, that's it. She'll be cut.
Kick to the gut. What now?
Liv's in a terrible predicament.
Finally ends it. And all the bloodshed. Perhaps worth it now. And this is an I Quit match. There are no disqualifications, no countouts, no submissions, or pinfalls. Only way to win is to make your opponent say the words, I quit.
No superstar wants to be the one to utter those two little words, so they'll go to extreme lengths to ensure that their opponent does instead. No exaggeration, this match could quite possibly go on for the rest of the night. Tagged with a punch.
What do we have going on here?
This is just brutal, a hanging chokehold. My goodness.
And just how much is the thought of potentially being the one to say, I quit, weighing on these superstars' minds tonight?
To even consider that you'll have to say I quit puts you at an immediate mental disadvantage. The only thing either of these two superstars should be thinking about is what do I have to do to make my opponent say I quit?
He has to be in a world of hurt here.
Could be close to raising an alarm now. There's only so much more you can take.
Undertaker facing some trouble.
Taker needs to rise again.
Stratisfaction! She wants to take this thing to the outside. He's headed out to the ringside area. Mangling the face. Perhaps looking for some kind of equalizer here.
There's no crying in baseball, gentlemen, but finding yourself on the receiving end of that bat might tell a different story.
Looks like he's coming back in.
He gets out of the way.
Clothesline.
Escape that in a hurry.
Catches the kick.
Both superstars countering one move after another.
Can you believe this?
I love it. How much longer can this really go on?
I think we can consider this the beginning of the end, gentlemen.
Fast thinking saved him there. Scoop slam. Leg drop across the throat.
There it is. Reversal.
Wow, literally battered and bruised right there.
Kick to the gut. What now? Oh, what a code red.
But was that enough to get their opponent to utter the words, I quit? Oh, man, we all just heard them say yes to quitting. This was really a matter of self-preservation tonight. Had they not quit, who knows how much worse things would have gotten.
Kick to the gut. What now? That could end Jada's night.
Man, that was a hard-fought win. She's got to be proud of herself tonight.
If it weren't for Malice, I'd send you out to sea with a riptide. But my tiny little murder ferrets seem to have developed a soft spot for you. Understand this. I do not trust you, no matter what Delilah's cards say about your destiny on this island. But these are desperate times. Nobody's hit Malice harder than you have. So if the twins want you to be a part of their insane plan, I won't stand in their way. Consider yourself officially welcome back to the shadows. Help the twins. Just make sure you understand one thing. Betray us again, and it will be the last thing you do on this island.